Yo, the most hilarious shit just fucking happened, yo. So I'm sitting here, minding my own fucking business, and the phone right here, it just rings like, brrr. So I pick it up and I'm like, attached. This is Willis. How may I help you, sir, ma'am? And the chick, she's like, yes, this is Dr. Miranda, such and such. Earlier my son came up to this store, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, and he bought this backpack for $85. He's 14 years old. He does not need an $85 backpack. And I was like, oh, okay, well. She's like, I just looked at the receipt and it says you don't do returns. And I was like, no, ma'am, we don't do returns. We only do exchanges. She's like, well, I want my money back. And I was like, well, we don't. That's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't fucking do returns. We do exchanges. She's like, I get that that's policy, but I want my money back. I'll be up there to get my money. I was like, oh, if you come up here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to be standing here because you're not going to get your money back. And she's like, well, why would you sell this backpack to a 14-year-old? And I was like, why would you leave a 14-year-old at the mall by himself with money to buy a backpack? And she's like, don't. She's like, sir, I don't need that type of lip. And I'm like, bro, I'm literally like talking to her like I'm talking to you right now. Hold on one second. What'd you say? Nah, man, you're literally wearing the shirt right now. Why would I exchange it like you have the shirt on? That makes no sense to me. What do you mean it doesn't have it? Like, you took the tags off to wear it, right? Like, you're literally wearing the shirt, like, right now. And you're telling me you want to, like, exchange the shirt you're wearing right now for another shirt. That's like if you went somewhere and you, like, bought a hamburger and you took a bite out of the hamburger and then you went to the guy who made the hamburger and was like, yeah, I want to exchange this hamburger for another hamburger. You already ate the hamburger, bro. Now, what did she say, darling? You did? Okay. Sorry, no exchanges, bro. Alright, so back to the story. So anyways, right, the lady, she's like, sir, I don't need that type of lip, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, ma'am, like, I'm not giving you no lip. I'm just stating the fact. If you fucking like showed up with your son, he would like you wouldn't have to complain about what he would buy because you'd be with him. It's called parental supervision. She's like, how dare you insinuate? And I just hung up on her, right? I was like, click. And then like literally like 2.7 seconds later, it was like she called back. And she's like, how dare you hang up? I was like, ma'am, I'm not your 14-year-old son. I'm not about to sit up here and let you just like yell at me over the phone. I just hang up on you. And she's like, what's the number to corporate? And I'm like, we don't have a corporate store, like we're a street boutique. She's like, well, what's the name to the owner? What's the owner's name? I was like, John. She's like, well, I need to talk to John. I was like, well, John isn't here. She's like, you're just the manager. I want to talk to the owner. I was like, that's John. She's like, well, give me John's phone number. And I'm like, John's phone number is this phone number you're calling. And she's like, no, I need John's personal number right now. And I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. She's like, so you're telling me the only way I'm going to be able to talk to John is if I come in his store? And I'm like, yes, ma'am, that's exactly what I'm fucking telling you. She's like, this is totally unsatisfactory. I'm going to come there with Channel 5 News, and I was like, well, if you come here with Channel 5 News, there's a fucking sign right here that fucking says, like, refund and exchange policy. The number one is fucking no refunds. It's backwards, so it actually says on. So on is the first rule, which is no fucking refunds in regular language. So you're not getting no refunds. And she like just kept going on and on and on. I was like, okay, and I hung up on her fucking again. And then she called like a third time, and she's like, sir, I don't appreciate you hanging up on me. And she's like, sir, I don't appreciate you hanging up on me. I'm like, well, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me right now. But like, as we're having this conversation, I'm joking, like I'm laughing, right? I'm like giggling. And she's like, I don't think anything about this situation is funny. She's like, I'm like, oh, I think it's kind of comical. And she, no. She was like, are you laughing at me? I don't appreciate you laughing at me. I was like, ma'am, I'm not laughing at you. Like, I'm laughing with you. She's like, I don't think anything about this situation is funny. I was like, well, that's unfortunate because I think this is fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, I'm going to be here tomorrow to talk to the owner. And I'm like, all right. So she hung up on her again, like, as she's like still fussing. She's like, I'll be there tomorrow. So I hang up on her again. And then I called the owner, John. I'm like, yo. He's like, what's good? And I'm like, yo. I tell him like the whole story, and he's like, well, shit. I mean, our policy is wrote on the front of the fucking computer. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told her that. And he's like, well, maybe we should give her a refund. I'm like, bro, we're not in the business of fucking giving people refunds. That's like, we don't negotiate with terrorists. That's what the fuck she is right now. She's a fucking social terrorist. She's gonna come here and like use her like black girl attitude, like angry older black woman like sass, and try and intimidate you into getting her money. I was like, don't fucking give her any money. And he's like, well, I don't have to because I'm not coming to work tomorrow. I'm fucking gone. And I'm like, who's working? He's like, what? T is working tomorrow. So I told T about this shit. And yeah, I'm sorry, T. I want to publicly apologize to Attende Daniels for...
Don't put my government out there, please.
My bad. I want to publicly apologize to T for the shit that I fucking the shit storm I created for him. Isn't tomorrow the 30th?
There's no 30th. You just told me that there's only 30 days in November.
My bad, bro.
Earlier today.
I'm sorry, bro.
You literally just
I'm
told
sorry,
me
bro. Apologies. Do you accept my apology? Do you accept my apology? Bro, do you accept my apology?
We don't do refunds. We only do...
Bro,